What's up everyone, welcome back to FishOfHex. My name is Travis. Today's video we're going to be doing some damage here to the 300-gallon reef, and I talked about this briefly in my previous video where I was having an issue cleaning the front glass here because of the green Monty and the purple Monty. Now I've already went in there and started removing some of it, and I figured I'd go ahead and make a video because it's going to turn into a much bigger job than I anticipated. And I figured if you guys are going to watch one video to the other, you might wonder why there's a huge bare spot on the rock, so I figured a video would justify. Now my goal for today is to remove all of this. All the purple, what's left of the little bit of green. I'll show you what I've already pulled out. Now the reason for this is this purple Monty, it is a good, fast, beginner growing SPS coral. The problem is it's deadly. I mean, it's killing my Setosa. It's my pink lemonade hasn't opened up in weeks because it's getting damaged from the underneath side, so it's stressed out. New acros getting destroyed. Of course, the green Monty is dead. There's bird's nest in the back that is dead. I mean, the list goes on. And I just saw today over here that the purple Monty is killing out my purple and rainbowish color granulosa. And yeah, I'm really irritated by that. The whole underneath is completely STN'd out. I mean, the whole thing. So this purple Monty is great grower. It's awesome beginner coral, but man, does it grow fast and do a ton of damage. The only thing that's been able to stop it on the whole rock structure is the hydrophora, and we already know that that's a pretty dangerous SPS coral. It does a ton of damage, and I trim it regularly so it doesn't kill the purple in the back. But yeah, it just really frustrated, and this whole situation with the purple Monty is just like, come on, man. I put it in there. I didn't think it was going to grow as fast as it did, just like I didn't think that the yellow tip blue polyp guy was going to grow as fast, but they just, you know, corals do what they want to do in a tank, and unfortunately it's just doing a ton of damage. So my plan is to remove all of it, or at least as close to all of it as I possibly can, and then we're going to replace it with, once it's completely dead, we'll replace it with some of that $500 F-Low, some green purple rim Monty like we have over here that grows pretty quick and is a really good seller, and then probably LA something purple polyp Montipora cap. I have a piece of it in the back that's just kind of hidden. Let's see if I can get you guys some of it behind the bird's nest. This hole is a huge, you want to move. There's a huge plating cap of it back there. You just don't see. So I'll bring some of that up front because it does sell very well as well. So yeah, let me go ahead and bring you over to the 40, show you what I've already pulled out. And my plan is just to set up the camera here and then just do some damage and see how it turns out. So let's go ahead and get over here, show you guys what I already removed. So I have a big chunk, as you guys can see here, of the green. This is what was left that survived all of that purple. Now I am going to frag out some of it, sell it on the website, probably be up in the next week or so. But I am going to put a piece of it back here where it can grow out in a spiral form in the back because I really do like it. And then of course we have a bunch of purple down here. Gonna sell that stuff as well. If you like a fast growing beginner Monty, it's good, but I would not put it near any acros or anything that is worth saving because it will encrust and it will get over there, so keep that in mind. I always like, even though I like making money, I like to warn people about certain corals, just like the hydrophoras. Hey, yo, don't put that near anything that you want to survive a long time because it's pretty brutal. So let me go ahead and get this camera on the tripod, and let's go ahead and start breaking some shit, all right? All right, so I try to angle the camera so you guys can see everything, you can still hear me without me getting in the way. So I'm just going to start by removing what I can. The rock structure is stable, but I don't want to be cranking it around because, well, that's the last thing we need is for it to fall into the glass. So I'm just going to come in here, probably throw some music on just so you don't have to hear me sniffling and chattering the whole time. So let's go and get started. guys can see, I'm pretty much done with this rock structure. There is still a little bit of Monty on there, which I will scrape pretty much every day over the next couple weeks, and then eventually it will completely die off, and then we can start adding some new coral in that location. But as you can see, there is a ton of Monty on the bottom. It took me about 20 minutes or so to do this, and as you can see, the rock structure was moving, so that's kind of a reason why I held off a little bit. I didn't want to keep cranking on the rock and break off any huge chunks or cause any issues with the stability, so figured I'd just leave it alone. I'll come in here and just do damage to the Monty every day, again over the next couple weeks, and eventually it will completely die off, and then we can start adding some coral. Now, before I clean up the mess down here, I'm going to come over here and try to kill as much of this one as I possibly can as well. And probably just have to relocate that Lobo a little bit because he's probably going to try to eat everything like the mushroom is. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get the camera back on the tripod and start doing some damage. Alright, so I think that's all I'm going to do today. When it comes to this particular section of this purple Monty, it's really difficult to get to. The green Digi's just barely holding on, and last thing I want to do is knock down that whole colony because I have more green Digi in the frag tank than I know what to do with, and that colony would be just overkill. So I removed what I could. There definitely is a pretty big chunk of Panapee bird's nest that I'm going to frag up here real quick. And yeah, so I don't know if that's going to save the granulosa, but it's better than nothing. And you know, there is a certain point where you just have to let nature do its own thing. But I will say that nature can be pretty frustrating when it comes to trying to have a reef tank look the way you want it to. I do know that this will look good eventually once we start getting that effluent growing out and some other pieces. It's just going to fill in better than having the Monty just look like it's taking over everything. And hopefully my pink lemonade will start opening up again now that it's not being stung from all around the base. But yeah, so what I'm going to show you guys for the rest of the video will be just me picking out some pieces from this pile of coral with the tweezers, and then I'm going to clean it up with the net, throw it in the garbage, put the flow back on, and I'll do a water change probably on Thursday because you guys know that Friday will probably be my goodbye video for at least a little while I'm out hunting. And so I'll get the water change done on Thursday, so I should be good to see how everything reacts once I'm done with that. Now, I did send out an ICP test. If you're following me on Instagram, I posted a picture of that. I am just checking the tank as a kind of like a every 3 or 4 month thing, just to see if there's anything off, to catch it early before it becomes a problem, because we all know that when we go away and do things, usually something goes wrong with the tank. So I just want to make sure that the water parameters are good and there isn't anything that's lacking or slacking or just not where it should be. That way I can take care of it now before I'm not really paying attention to the tank over the next month or so. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. I will clean up the mess here. You guys will see that. I'll put some music on, and I will see you guys, what's today? Tuesday. So I'll probably see you either tomorrow with a Q&A, or I'll see you Friday with the last video. So either way, I'll see you before the end of the week. All right? Peace.